do 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 do. Oh my gosh! If I see another Facebook post about the movie Frozen, I'm gonna go to my microwave and I'm gonna press the thaw button. What the fuck are you upset about? I'm getting sick and tired of people posting stuff about Frozen all the time. It's almost July. Like, why do people still like that movie so much? Oh my goodness, golly gee fudge! And as it turns out, the main people that actually likes this movie Frozen just so happens to be feminist and social justice warriors here on Tumblr. Why? I don't know. It may have something to do with, like, the theme was snow and ice and everybody on Tumblr is a fucking special snowflake or some shit like that. Or perhaps it has something to do with the fact that they think that this is the first Disney movie where the two main characters didn't get married after a day or some shit like that. You know what? No, I remember I saw some bullshit like that on Facebook. It was like Frozen, one of the first Disney movies to teach little girls not to be saved by boys. There's some stupid ignorant shit like that, as if that was not the entire premise of the movie Mulan. Yeah, I know. I just said that. Yeah, but I mean, like, there are so many problems with the movie Frozen that nobody ever likes to think about, right? So let's take a critical look at the movie Frozen and really think about the bullshit that it was. Well, my dude, I am all ears. Okay, so let's address the first point, right? So what? Anna and Hans come up and they're all like, Elsa, we're gonna get married. And Elsa's like, you can't marry a guy you just met. And everybody was like, who? You go girl. Okay, look, check this out, right? That very rarely actually happens in any Disney movie anyway, right? Very rarely does any one character actually marry the character they just met. And even if they do, it's because they have gone through adversity. Think about it for a second. Let's talk about like Aladdin, right? And Aladdin, what's his name? He fought Jafar, right? And actually what happened in Aladdin was he actually met Jasmine when she was pretending to be a street rat when she ran away. So they got to know each other a little bit. They got to connect. Then what happened? They spent like 3 days with each other after he became Prince Ali Bagua. And then after that, he fought Jafar. And then after that, it took this nigga, what, 3 movies and an entire television show before he finally got married to Jasmine? Okay, so Aladdin's out of there. Tarzan, what the fuck? Tarzan didn't marry Jane after he first met her. This nigga spent like fucking days, and this nigga learned a whole new fucking language spending time with Jane. He didn't spend one day with Jane before he married her. That's out the picture. Fucking Mulan. It took Mulan 2 movies to marry, what's that nigga's name? Shane? So, Mulan's out of there. Now, there's one Disney movie they can use. They can use, Sleeping Beauty. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Because Prince Philip, though, this nigga proved himself, though. This nigga went through strife. This nigga went through adversity. See, what happened was, this nigga got chained up by Maleficent. This nigga got put in the dungeon. This nigga fought his way out the dungeon, right? With the fairy's help, of course. Nigga fought his way out the dungeon, right? He fights his way through a forest of spikes. Then, this nigga fights Maleficent herself. Right, my nigga? Fights Maleficent, the dragon bitch, herself. Of course, he wins with the help of the fairies, of course. But the fact still remains. This nigga struggled for his pussy. This nigga struggled to get some pussy. That nigga Hans didn't struggle. That nigga Hans just came in and said, oh, we're perfectly connected. Whatever bullshit dance they did. This nigga didn't struggle. Of course they couldn't get married, right? And then here's the thing. Here's the thing with the character Anna. That character, Anna was fucking locked in the castle for, what, 14 fucking years. This bitch was repressed as shit. This bitch would have fucked Quasimodo if the nigga... The Hunchback of Notre Dame could have came to fucking Arendelle and got some pussy from Anna. That's how repressed she was. That nigga just had to come up and down there, strolling by the sand, taste the morning out there like ordinary men. And Anna just would have just dropped the panties. Just dropped them. Right? Get the fuck. That nigga Hans didn't struggle. Of course they couldn't get married. Of course they couldn't. Because I bet you this. If Anna and Hans would have met on one day, and that nigga Hans had fought like 300 zombies to protect Anna, Elsa would have been like, go ahead and get the pussy. I guarantee you that's what happened. Right, but that nigga Hans didn't struggle. That's why that nigga couldn't get no pussy. Okay. Next problem. So here's the next thing that fucks with me though, right? So, plot twist, this nigga Hans turns out to be the bad guy, right? Shocker, I didn't see that bit coming. Okay, they spent so much time trying to shock us or give us something that we didn't expect that it doesn't even flow in the continuity of the movie. Think about this, right? So Hans' plan was to go to Arendelle, right, and marry one of the two princesses, right? Because he's like the 12th prince, he'd never become the king, yada yada, blah 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 blah. So his entire plan hinged on the fact that he would somehow be able to marry Anna and then kill Elsa. His entire plan quite literally fucking stopped the moment Elsa said, yeah, you guys can't get married. That's it. His plan's done. His plan is fucking done. Even if he intends on assassinating Elsa, right, he didn't get the blessing to marry Anna. Okay? So even though Anna was still going to attempt to do it, Elsa was still the queen, and she could have just banished her little sister. Remember, she's the ice queen. She don't give a fuck. Elsa don't give a fuck, right? His plan hinged on Anna being attracted. And well, I guess, I don't know, she was sexually repressed, as I have said before. So perhaps that may have been the only hinge his plan had. So then Elsa freaks out. She freezes the whole place, and then Hans gets put in charge on an arbitrary whim. If Anna had never liked this nigga, he never would have gotten put in charge. Right? And then this nigga had no idea that Elsa had frozen ice powers. Right? So here's what I'm trying to understand. If the story didn't go the way it went, if Elsa had actually controlled her powers, how did this nigga possibly, this nigga would have never had a fucking chance. His plan literally hinged on Anna wanting the dick. If Anna didn't want the dick, his plan falls to pieces. His plan was bullshit. It's simple through and through, and Disney didn't even think about that shit. Right? That nigga's plan wouldn't have worked in the real world, so whatever. The plot twist was some old bullshit. Well, don't you think you're putting a little too much complex thought into the plan? I mean, it's not like Disney gives all of their villains overly complex plans anyway. I mean, think about Ursula. Her entire plan hinged on a 16-year-old girl not being a 16-year-old girl. Right? Not being fickle as shit. Or maybe that was just my ex. I don't know, whatever. Next point. And then we have the last pillar of bullshit in the movie Frozen, which is Elsa's powers, right? Here's what I don't understand. How come Elsa has powers and Anna doesn't? Anna's just some normal person. Anna's just there, right? And there's another, okay, so somehow Elsa has powers. So let's just assume she's a mutant, right? So she's a mutant. Right, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, she just got her powers, it's never explained she has ice powers. But Anna doesn't have any ice powers, right? So they decide to lock Elsa in the fucking castle for all her life, right? Why the fuck did Anna have to stay in the castle? For what fucking reason would Anna need to stay in that castle? No reason. Anna was locked in there for nothing. It's not like she had telekinesis, it's not like she had the ability to breathe fire or anything. She was just there. So that was stupid. What else? So then, Elsa's powers are fucking phenomenal. She can create castles. She can literally make life. Like is she like the Ice Jehovah? Alright, is there like the book of Elsa, right? In Arendelle, they just have, in the beginning there was Elsa. Elsa said, let there be ice. And there was. Right? You know what I'm saying? She's making sentient beings and no one has anything to say about that? And no one just stops and says, it's a fucking snowman is saying some shit. What the fuck was that smoking? She can make her own ice army. You know what I'm saying? She is OP as shit. Iceman can't even do some shit like that, but this Disney princess can. And how come she never learned how to master her powers? Like, think about that shit for a second. She had all the 14 years. How come it never dawned on her and her parents to like go outside and like practice and doing some shit? And if she could create life, she could protect all of Air. Nobody would fuck with Arendelle with all of Elsa's power. Like, these niggas would come under fire and Elsa would just create like a giant ice dome right over the place, create ice monsters and fight off any army. Nobody would fuck with Arendelle if Elsa was the general, was fucking fighting and doing her shit. I don't know, it was bullshit. I don't know. Frozen, okay, and now look, listen, I'm not saying Frozen wasn't a good movie, but Frozen was on some bullshit, man. Frozen was alright. It was a good movie. It was alright. It was kind of funny. I personally believe fucking Tangled was a great movie. I love Tangled fucks more than I do Frozen, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So, these social justice warriors and these guys on Tumblr, they don't know a good movie when they see it. Because these niggas probably over here still don't understand Inception, but they think fucking Frozen is the best Disney movie. Get that shit out of my house.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, I can understand why. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I think you put a little too much complex thought into a fucking Disney movie, but yeah, whatever. So, what are your thoughts on Brave?
My nigga, don't even get me started on Brave. Hey, so you remember how in X2, X-Men United, how Pyro said to the dad that the mutant gene always comes from the dad, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well check this out. Elsa has white hair. Anna has brown hair. Her dad has brown hair. Her mom has brown hair, right? Elsa has powers. Anna doesn't. The mutant gene always comes from the dad. So think about it for a second.